Hello and welcome back to Indieventure, a podcast all about the wonderful world of indie games. My name is Liam Richardson and I'm joined by two people who've never sounded crisper. You've never heard their words and their voices as nice as they sound today, and it's all thanks to you, our lovely listeners. I'm joined by Rachel Watts.
Hello.
And Rebecca Jones.
Hello.
I've said your names in the wrong order there, and it really threw me off.
See, I don't think you've said them in the wrong order, but I know you think you've said them in the wrong order, and it threw me off as well.
This is what I'm saying. There was a little pause.
Picking up your neuroses.
Yeah, there was a pause, and I was like, oh.
So sorry.
It's all right.
So yeah, 2 weeks ago, we launched our funding drive. And I'm not going to lie, I thought that I was going to be doing the intro to this episode and begging people to get us over the £50 mark. But actually what's happened is we have sailed past our goal.
Yay.
We set our initial goal as £600. We crossed that in a day, just over 24 hours.
Wow.
Because all of you give so much money, and it's been so humbling for the three of us. Like, we were shocked. I think we didn't think anyone would give us money, and the three of us were sort of messaging each other saying,
what the fuck?
are we scamming people? Like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, I'll speak for myself here, but I'm sure you two agree. It's been a really mad thing to realize that, because I have a relationship with podcasts. I listen to quite a few podcasts. I've listened to Stop Podcasting Yourself is a Canadian comedy podcast I've listened to since 2016, and I have an emotional relationship with these people I don't know, and it means a lot to me. It's got me through some tough times, and I think this for me was like, oh shit, I think we might be that for other people.
Oh, that's nice.
and I think that was just so lovely for me to realize. But as you can hear from these two in their audio, we've been able to buy the microphones. We've just been able to use the money, and you can hear that in your ears right now. You can, hopefully one of us hasn't fucked up any settings. It'd be funny if I fucked up my microphone settings, and this episode sounds like really crispy and bad. But
we'll get there.
We will get there, but I just want to take this moment on behalf of the three of us to say thank you. The money is still coming in.
Yes!
We're recording this a week before this episode goes live. It's crazy. We're close to £900.
Yeah.
And I just want you all to know that money is going on very good things. Microphones, it's going on travel for when we see each other in person. It's going on operating costs, and it is going on what's going to be the most lavish and bougie picky tea the three of us have ever had in our entire life.
Absolutely.
But yeah, how have you two felt about this whole
incredible
experience?
Oh my god, thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Humbling is absolutely the right word, and we were saying, in our private chats, we were like, I turn up and talk to my friends for 2 hours. That's what I do, and it's just it's a nice reminder that people are out there and enjoying this. I'm like, that's a bonus. Obviously, I would turn up and talk to you guys if no one was. Frequently do. Just chat to you when no one's listening. But I'm glad that people are enjoying the show.
Yeah, it's been so nice to see everyone's comments as well.
I know. Yeah.
Everyone's Ko-fi comments, and I don't know. I was also expecting after a day to be like, right, how much do I spam my friends and family with the link to this Ko-fi and be like, hey, so can I have £1, please? Thank you. But absolutely didn't need to do that because you guys really came through, and it's so nice, and having the new logo and new microphones, thank you so much. It's been amazing. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. It feels super special. It's really nice. I was like,
yeah.
Let's go. Crispy microphones. Crispy.
Look how good they sound. Both of you do a lean in. Let's all three of us do a lean in a little bit.
Yeah.
Hi. Ooh, it smells quite. Yeah. I'm sniffing mine.
Is this your first? I've been doing that for ages. Is that weird? It smells really
no.
new. It smells new.
I wonder if the audio captures my sniffs.
It will.
Oh, there it goes.
Not me just going.
That's what your money gave us, everyone.
Oh
So thank you.
Sniffy sniff.
I give you ASMR sniffing.
I hope this doesn't end up on the wrong kind of website. I mean, you know what, you do you, but please not with my.
You know what? Whatever. We've got the mics
sounds.
now. Put it on whatever website. Sniff away.
All right, fair enough.
I'm over it.
All right, do it, but don't tell me.
I already have to
that's fair.
Try and not move around so much. So I'm trying to do that because we recorded a side quest and I need to stop moving my head, and I need to try and not do that. Yeah. But I hope I haven't done that already. It's 10 minutes in.
I think we're probably going to do. I'm trying to pretend
you're fine.
I'm trying to pretend I'm on the radio. Like I watched a lot of Frasier when I was a teenager, and I'm trying to pretend that I'm on.
Oh yeah.
The radio now.
You'll get used to it. You sort of end up just sort of like having a natural. People at RPS used to take the piss out of me all the time because when I used to record videos, they realised I would like lean away to laugh.
Mm.
You probably notice I still do that, and it's because if I laugh here, like too close to the microphone, it spikes and it makes it harder to edit.
That's so funny. It's giving chocolate rain. I move away from the microphone to breathe in.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. What an icon! Absolute legend.
Right? Great. Tazonde, right? Was that his name?
Yes.
What a great name as well.
God.
Yeah.
That was a great pull. Oh my god!
Wow. Yeah. No, I had not. I used to have that song on whatever I had before an iPod, before whatever I have now, and
Did you used to listen to it actually like as a song?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I did.
Amazing. What do you two have for breakfast every morning? This is what the people pay us for. What are we having for breakfast every morning?
That's a good cold open. It's a shame we've done the intro.
I don't. Normally a coffee or a Monster.
Oh my god, Rachel.
So I don't have solids.
Morning Monster.
Yeah.
Just taurine for me, please.
Yum yum.
What do you have, Rebecca?
I always have a cup of tea, and on weekdays I usually have one slice of toast with peanut butter.
I like that.
And on weekends, I will have probably toast, but with either an egg or a bit of veggie bacon.
Ooh.
Nice. I like that.
And you, Liam?
Well, for the last 2 years, I've been having my ADHD medication and a small bowl of bran flakes.
Oh, lovely.
But I've tried to have something that fills me up a bit more. So I've started having one slice of rye bread. Dense German rye bread.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I used to have that.
It's so good.
A bit cream
some
cheese.
wilted
so
spinach.
Good.
Ooh, I'll say I've been having it wilted spinach and then a poached egg. I've learned how to poach eggs this week.
Oh,
quite proud of
so
myself.
nice.
Yeah, and just
A
let the yolk
breakfast of
go over
kings.
it. But I've got to say, 4 days into it, or you're now Thursday. No, I did it. Yeah, just this week. 4 days into it. My farts are now irredeemable. Like, the difference is night and day. Like, I have gone from like normal human being to chemical weapon manufacturer. It's insane how sulfurous
a weapon. You're a bioweapon.
I'm a Resident Evil style endgame boss level weapon. I think I had to have a bowl of cereal this morning because Lolly was like, get away from me. Is
it the eggs?
There's no question it's the eggs, amazing. Rachel. It's a 1-to-1.
The egg to fart ratio is 1-to-1.
Yeah, nothing's lost in translation between the mouth and the bum. Put it that way.
Don't say mouth and bum next to each other. That is just so
diabolical. No, it's a guess. Sorry. Yeah, that is diabolical.
Mouth to bum.
That's, sorry to bring to mind Human Centipede to you all.
Human Centipede, I didn't want to say it.
You know what? Never seen it. Never seen it.
No, me neither. I don't want to see it.
Me neither. I would never want to see it. No.
No, that's too much for me.
Next Indieventure meetup.
Oh my god,
no, we're not watching Mousetrap, Stuart Little 2, and Human Centipede.
Let's go.
That is so cursed. That is like you have to recreate the scene of a crime and you go into what they were watching on their streaming services before it all went down. And that's the triple bill.
That's a case in the next.
This is Return of the Obra Dinn. Yeah, exactly.
That is, yes. Oh my god, I would play the shit out of that level.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Well, this might lead us nicely into, as I think there's probably a question we've got that might let us have that as an answer. So we're doing a mailbag. We thought we'd celebrate our listeners because you've been so generous. Just so you know as well, because we're pre-recording, this episode is going to be a mailbag. Next episode is going to be our yearly Rebecca tells us about all of the gaming award shows and the three of us play a game from last year and talk about it. And then after that, we've got a side quest, which we recorded on Tuesday this week. And it was one of the most fun episodes I've ever had listening back to while editing.
Nice.
We rank the original 151 Pokemon by which ones we think would be good hangs and which ones we think would be bad hangs. And it's maybe the most argumentative me and Rachel have ever been with each other. And it's very funny.
Oh dear. You will be surprised at our hot
Tune
takes.
This is what you paid us for.
Execute eggs. You're now an egg
right,
bioweapon.
That's
good.
I
teaser.
was trying to be like, the E-virus, is that anything?
The E-virus. I've got the E-virus.
The
Got the badass virus. I've had that my whole life, to be fair. Anyway, Les, questions. Let's dive in.
Let's go for it. Yeah, let's get normal by having our listeners throw the most unhinged shit they can think of at us.
Yeah.
It's not going to be this weird.
Okay.
This actually might be the most hinged they've ever been in these questions.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, they've been asking us actually nice questions.
Some really interesting questions. Cool.
I will start. First question, this is from George Bell on Blue Sky. George said, I recently replayed Old Skies as it has a commentary mode and I love hearing people talk about the creative process. I can think of a few other indie games that do this, Gone Home and Gunpoint, but are there others I should be picking up? Also, any indie games you'd like to have one added? So yeah, games with developer commentaries. I'm actually not sure of many indie games that do this.
No, well, I honestly thought you would pick this question because Beginner's Guide immediately just comes to mind in terms of like commentary, inverted commas. I was like, wow, I can see why Liam picked this question. But
yeah, because I guess that game is just like fake dev commentary, right?
Yeah, but done in a really interesting way, which I think needs to be done more. But yeah, for the question, no. I can't think of any game that has done it, to be honest, and more need to do it, apart from Beginner's Guide, which is obviously like a fake-ish. Yeah. Who knows? Games I would like to see it done is Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. The game is fine. Ooh. That's whatever. But the interesting thing about that is that each of the characters, they invited in a different writer to write that character. So there's really cool. 10 to 12 different writers. Course. So I would like all of them to come in and just talk about the character and their background and stuff. So I thought that would be really cool.
That's a great one. Yeah.
Someone came to mind. How about you guys?
I can't think of any that have them, but I could think of a few that I would like to see. Immediately blueprints, obviously, because what I want to do is finally know if I've missed anything. Tonderos, please. I just genuinely think because it was like such a long process and it's so twisty, and I would love to. Yeah. I'm sure there are things that even though I think I've seen pretty much everything in that game now, I don't think I've made all the connections that are there, and I would love to walk through that game and hear the developer talk about, like point things out, like a tour, like an audio tour of blueprints would be amazing.
A house tour.
Exactly, a house tour.
Yeah.
The other one I thought was Heaven's Vault as well, because as I brought up in a recent episode, the development history of that I think is quite interesting, starting out as a pitch for a licensed game that then became something like quite original and unique.
Oh, yeah.
I would just love to hear, because I'm sure that a lot of games do have that as their backstory, but not many developers cop to it quite so publicly. So I'm really interested. And as well, because it's now become like this 4-part novel series. So there's a lot of ways you could, I think, have a really interesting discussion about tying into different media after the fact would be really cool to hear about as well. So those would be my picks, I think.
I love the thought of adding a developer commentary in like 10 years after the fact.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's got to be...
That's a great idea.
It's got to be after the fact, right? So, I mean, like, why not
a decade?
Heaven's Vault 10th anniversary is coming up in 3 years. Oh, 3 years time. Jeez, it's not very long. It's scary.
Did you hear what Tom DeRoss said about his next game at the BAFTAs?
I did briefly, but
Yes, the next game is going to be out in 10 years, and the only clues given is the letter R.
Actually, oh my God, I will say...
Liam!
I'm sorry, get fucked. What are you saying? Come on.
You don't understand. What could it mean? The letter R. There's so many letters. Oh my God.
Right. Friend of the podcast, Mick, is convinced that his whole BAFTA speech had clues in it.
Oh God. Okay.
For the next update for Blueprints that is still allegedly coming. So I'm like, I have not gone back yet to listen, but Mick is convinced. And I'm like, you know what? I could believe it.
Developers have done that in the past. Like Silly Bastard did it with Animal Well for the announcement trailer. He put a fuck ton of secrets and codes. He did like a whole code system in his. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tonda did the same.
Can I add one more? Even though I think
yeah, of course you can.
I almost think that
I'll allow it. It's okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Just this once. I'll let you.
I'll go off. Yeah. No, I was thinking. Even though we essentially have an episode of this podcast that is the developers commentary of Thank Goodness You're Here, I would still be well down to listen to that.
Yeah.
Just play the game and have our episode on in the background. It will probably be about this because it's a short game and our episodes run a bit long. So there is one. If you would like it, listeners, you said, do we have one? We kind of made one. There you go.
Oh, that's a nice way of putting it. Yeah.
That is cute.
I need to do more developer interviews this year. Just when I stop being so terribly burned out, I'll start emailing people again.
They'll be there. They'll still be there.
The only games that I know that have developer commentaries aren't indie games that I've like engaged with is Valve. Always put them into like Half-Life and Portal and Portal 2 have great ones. And I really love the way that they do them. I don't know whether you've seen them, but they just have like big glowing like speech bubbles floating around a level, and then you walk up to them and it plays the developer commentary while you're in the level. So I really like the way of them doing that. I was thinking any game from the Vault I'd probably want to listen to a developer commentary on because I'd just be interested in the creative process. And I used to love what would you used to call them? Commentary tracks on movies?
Yeah, like directed
commentaries,
usually,
I guess.
Yeah. Even though often it was the writers as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like, speaking of Beginner's Guide, I think a Stanley Parable developer's commentary would be very funny and just really interesting with all the different loops.
For sure.
And on that as well, and it's probably just because when I was writing these out, I was like, oh, it's the two people I've interviewed. But I think also Wonderstop would be really good because I love talking to Carla and Davey so much in that interview. I think they would have so much interesting to say. Gutted that studio shut down, by the way.
Oh, God, I know.
I don't think we've acknowledged that. But Ivy Road just couldn't get funding for their next project.
Really?
Shut down.
I was really sad, but it came in honestly, the news cycle in games and out of games has been so full on the last few weeks that it kind of happened and I had about 20 minutes to process it and then the next thing happened and I had to kind of move on. But I was very sad to hear about that.
That is right, isn't it? It did close down.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm literally reading an article.
It sucks as well because they've just announced that Wonderstop's coming to Switch and I feel like it's probably going to find quite a good audience on Switch, but I think it was more because I don't think the issue was that they didn't make money from Wonderstop, it's just that they couldn't get funding for the next game.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm good about that.
Me too.
And yeah, I think like any of Strange Scaffolds games, El Paso Elsewhere, Iron Beast, that'd be great.
In the voice of Alphonse Harding, thank you.
Yes, of course. To Alphonse Hardings, yes, please. And I also would have loved some kind of dev commentary for Hypnospace Outlaw as well, obviously.
Yes.
But I bet there's so many interesting anecdotes from the development of that. And I know that from talking to Jay 3 times, but I think that'd be good. But yeah, thank you for that one, George.
Yeah,
good
great
first question.
Thanks, George.
Right. Yeah, we have a question from Pete. I believe this one was via the Discord. So Pete has asked, in the middle of a lovely sleep, you find yourselves in the middle of a horrible nightmare. Turns out you built the vault on an ancient graveyard, and a pustulous ghoul demands a 6-game sacrifice. You must each pick 2 vault games to sate its fury. They must all be different. Which do you pick?
Oh, spicy.
So, I know, right?
There's two ways we can do this, right? We either put our hands up and we do our usual nicey and we pick 2 games that we put in ourselves.
No.
We choose chaos and we actually pick any other game from the vault. How do we want to do this?
Any game from the vault. Let's go.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going first.
Oh my god.
I would boot Boyfriend Dungeon, because Rebecca, I did not get along with it. And I would boot Proteus. Those are the two I would take out.
Oh,
so, and my reason for that is Boyfriend Dungeon, I didn't personally get along, and Proteus because it's a very arty-farty game. I put it in there because it's special to me. Of course, I think other people would enjoy it, but out of all of them, I can't really, I don't know. It was between that and Dredge.
Okay. Well, I will be honest. This has upset me because I had a great joke about how I was going to fall on my sword and boot Boyfriend Dungeon, and now I don't get to use it. So
that's the only reason you're upset.
Yes. No, because genuinely though, Boyfriend Dungeon was my first pick. I'm like, it's definitely my biggest heart pick in the vault. It's not super critically acclaimed. I think it deserves more love than it gets, but I think
I'll pick Dredge then. I can go for Dredge as well.
I was going to say I'll take Dredge because I see the reasoning for Dredge is like, I love Dredge, don't get me wrong, but we were trying something when we put Dredge in the vault and we've not really tried it since, and it kind of sticks out, and I'm like,
I agree.
Love Dredge, but it's not it's not the same level as all the others.
I absolutely.
No.
Hold on. It's not.
So that's 3.
I will go back and I will get re-obsessed with it at some point, and then I'll be like, never get Dredge out of the vault. But at this point in time, I'm like between obsessions with Dredge in a way that I think I can bear to let it go. Oh, this is difficult. I didn't have a second one. I was hoping that the second one would come to me while I was booting Boyfriend Dungeon, because I thought, if I do Monster Prom as well, that's just me being too nice in it. You're so right. So like, what?
Yeah.
Don't pick one of yours. You got to pick one of ours.
Okay.
What about you, Liam?
I guess Rachel chose one of hers, though.
They're so good.
I chose one of mine, yeah.
I was going to boot Dredge because I agree. We speak all the time about recency bias, and also like in hindsight, I liked Dredge. I didn't love it.
Yeah, but I thought I loved it at the time. It's recency bias. That's what it is. That's literally.
Yeah,
I still really like it, but it's not this level. It's not this level.
No, it's not. I agree with where we put it in our game of the year. I think I would have probably put it lower in my top 5 for that year, however we did it that first year.
Yeah.
I think we only put it top because all 3 of us had picked it, and we've changed the way we do game of the year as well. So it's like, we were young, we didn't know any better.
It's quite nice.
So
it's very sentimental of the podcast to have it in there.
So I don't know which 2 I would pick.
It's really difficult.
Really? I feel like I had a couple. I had a handful ready to go.
Actually, hold on. It does. Pete has specified 2 games each, but I mean, we can work on this collaboratively.
We can't overlap. That's part of it. So we have to almost.
Absolutely.
I would maybe pick. Oh, okay. I can't say this.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't, Rachel, because I want people to buy your book.
No! Oh my god! No, you can't do that. You're right. You absolutely can't do that. So, unfortunately, no, it's fine.
I actually think, so in all seriousness,
yes,
I would probably boot Journey.
Ooh,
because
okay.
I think out of all the games on that list, I think it sort of sticks out as being like, because it was backed by a major publisher,
right?
It almost feels a bit like all the rest are like, there's some like niche stuff in there and some like interesting deep cuts, which I think is when that represents us at sort of our best when it comes to recommendations. And although I love Journey and I understand why it's there,
all right.
I mean, I wouldn't actually remove it from the vault, but I think in this thought exercise,
I see what you're getting at. It's like everything. It does stick out. I think it's the only one in the vault that debuted on a platform other than PC, which kind of speaks to its speaks to its kind of like, it feels less grassroots in the way that it kind of got attention. And if the vault is partially there, as we agree, to, you know, bring eyes to things, then I can see the logic for it.
Okay, so we still need one more, because I agree with Journey, Cocoon, Dredge.
I think we need 2 more.
Boyfriend Dungeon.
Rebecca needs another one.
We've got
Proteus.
Oh shit! Yeah, we do need 2 more. I'm getting mixed up with my notes because I'm just keeping a running list, and we mentioned Hypnospace Outlaw in the last section, but
isn't that 5? Journey, Cocoon, Proteus, Boyfriend Dungeon, Dredge. Unless we want to keep Boyfriend.
Did we say Cocoon? I thought we were.
No, I think we're.
No. I'm actually not gonna. I'm not gonna say Cocoon. I'd actually probably say Citizen Sleeper.
No, get rid of Cocoon.
But the reason why I'd say Citizen Sleeper is because I think the second one's better. So I almost think I'd take it out to put the second one in. Oh God, this is why we're nice to each other, Pete. You've killed the podcast,
Pete.
Okay.
This is such a tense negotiation.
We can't.
It's not even real.
I know.
No, this is such a fun exercise. Oh no, I'd kick Firewatch over Citizen Sleeper. Oh, I'd boot Firewatch out the window.
Well, there is that.
This is so funny. This is delicious. I love conversations like this. This is so fucking good. So that was on the ropes for me. Vampire Survivors might have been on the ropes for me as well.
I would have picked if I was allowed to pick my own. I would have picked Vampire Survivors for sure.
I picked my own. I honestly think Proteus should go.
Oh, I thought you said we weren't allowed to pick our own.
Okay, one of you pick it then.
No, I don't think we did. Did we?
I'll pick Proteus. You pick Vampire Survivors.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll trade. Okay. We'll trade off.
Okay. Oh my God, this is okay. I need to work out because I've still got one more. Have I still got one more to do? So
we've got Proteus, Vampire Survivors, Dredge, Journey,
Boyfriend Dungeon.
So
we decided Cocoon, Citizen Sleeper, and Firewatch would be spared the chop in the end. Is that where we're? Is that where we're landing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
So Rebecca, I need you to look us in the eyes.
Yeah, you need to choose something, Rebecca.
One of our games. You need to pick.
Well, that's okay. I'm going to just have to. I have to be okay. I want it clear. I have to do this to stay within the rules.
That's okay. This is really important for all of us, actually. I think I need you to let one of us down.
Yeah, you need to kill one of us.
Horrifically petty right now. Because I am going to boot Death's Door because if I ever get round to playing everything in the vault, I don't care for the genre and I would rather Death's Door be the one that I didn't have to play. So there
Very
we
good.
go.
Yeah, okay. I agree. Actually,
it's
also the one I've got the least investment in out of all the rest in there because it's the last one I added. So
that was.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're all fine.
There was some I wasn't. I was not touching Lorelei. I was not touching Hades. I was not touching Firewatch. Disco or Kentucky.
Yeah.
Return of the Obra Dinn, absolutely fucking not, and neither Paradise Killer.
Absolutely not. No.
I looked at Stardew Valley for like a second and I was like, no. Paradise Killer, no.
Yeah, exactly. There was some I was like, absolutely over my dead body.
Agreed.
Okay, that was a good one.
Yeah, hope you got everything you wanted out of that. Pete, thank you for listening.
You sicko. That was great.
Okay, up next we have... You sicko!
Affectionate. Brackets affectionate.
Brackets derogatory.
Yes, now we have another one from the Discord from Jam Warrior. Jammy! I just exercised a 20-year-old personal demon by completing Baten Kaitos, a GameCube RPG that I fell off playing 3/4 of the way through when it first released due to the disruption of a house move. For some reason, the game lived on in my head all these years, nagging me that it was never finished, and now I feel spiritually lighter. Do the gang have any unfinished business from video games past that haunts them, or am I just weird?
Oh my God.
You're not weird.
You're not weird, Jammy. Well, if you're in the right place.
Yeah. What games don't I have unfinished business with? Seriously.
Oh, you go first then, because I'm not sure with me. I don't know.
I'm quite bad at finishing games, to be honest. If I'm not, there's two conditions that will get me to finish a game. One is that I am super, very, very dedicated to it, and one is that Mick is playing it because he is just a lot better than me at actually getting around to finishing games. I don't know why. I'm not like this with anything else, but with games, I have too many, and my attention's all over the place. And I think because I play a lot of sandbox games as well, when I'm actually in a game that has like an ending, I find it really hard to like switch into the mode to play a game to the end. So
that'll do it.
Yeah. In terms of like indies, even
I'm like a white whale of yours.
I'm exactly halfway through Kentucky Route Zero and have been for a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
I'm exactly halfway through. Oh God, I've forgotten the name of the game. Even it was the one that was on Xbox, the narrative sort of comic book style one that Hayden did some pieces on when we were on RPS. It's freaking gone.
Oh, against the. I finished that like twice.
Hold on.
Against the Storm?
No.
What's it called?
Hold on, I'm looking.
The one where it's all like comic book.
I don't know.
and it's like a Telltale, and you can play it with multiple people.
Is it? Hold on. As Dusk Falls. As Dusk Falls.
As
That's
Dusk
the one.
Falls.
Oh, that!
Yeah. I'm like exactly halfway through that, and I haven't finished it. This Harold Halibut, I get halfway through a game reliably, and then I drop off it. And I'll take this moment to confess, because we're being confessional. My favorite game of all time, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I've not seen the last 20% on my own.
Oh, really?
Because it's so jank, and it's so like, and I get to the sewer section every time, which is when you get into the last area, and I've played it with my best friend, and I've seen Let's Plays, and I've read a lot of literature around it. I know the endings, but I've never got there like on my own power, my own steam. Something, either I've lost a save, or I've just like lost interest, or I've gotten distracted, and I've never actually finished it on my own. So there you go. It's like just generally assume that I haven't finished a game, realistically, I think. If it's over 20 hours, I probably didn't finish it, unless it was like one of the massive visual novels that are 90 hours long, and somehow I have the like impetus to play them multiple times instead of playing new things.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's me.
Interesting.
You, Liam?
Finishing games as much as I do is a recent phenomenon for me. I think since I've left games media, I find it easier to actually see things through to the end, sometimes to my own detriment. Why did I finish Resident Evil 6 this year? I didn't enjoy it. I could have put it down at any point. But some games that have been on my slate recently, I started Dino Crisis 2 again 2 years ago, didn't finish it. I've now restarted that on Steam Deck to just try and finish it since it came to Steam recently. Fallout 4, you remember I had that Fallout 4 phase like 2 years ago, and I played like 50 hours of it in a month.
My god, yeah.
I'm like 20 minutes from the end of that game. And I need to just boot it up and just do the final mission. Death Stranding, I played half of that and didn't finish it. I'm quite keen to see that to the end. Persona 5, again with RPS, I played 25 hours of that, loved it, put it down, haven't picked it up. The biggest ones I ever had, though, was Tears of the Kingdom was a huge one for me, because I loved that game.
Yeah.
And then put it down for like 2 years, but I revisited it last year on Switch 2 and finished it, which I was really happy for. But I think the longest I ever went was Metal Gear Solid 4. I got that maybe not when it came out, maybe like 2008 when I got my PS3. Huge Metal Gear fan. And then I didn't finish that until 2015. I just sort of played it on and off until 2015 when Phantom Pain was about to come out, and then finished it. But indie game wise, I finished the majority of indie games I play these days. So there's no real like indie games that feel like I need to like finish them.
What's that like?
It's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I finish the like majority of indie games, so I'm not too bad. But I have tried Outer Wilds 3 times now, and I have never fucking finished it. And I really need to finish that fucking game because I've enjoyed it every single time. But I think it's the size of it, and the maybe I just need to lock in at one point and just try and finish it, because I really have every time I've played it as well, I've gotten like a little bit further. But it's my white whale.
It's a perfect example. In my case, like Mick has finished Outer Wilds and Hollow Knight, 2 games he absolutely hates. I have not finished the game that I love most in the world.
Yeah,
We're just different.
It's just different. But that one, but it does pain me a bit, because I'm like, God damn.
Yeah,
and
it is worth. I mean, like it was. We played Outer Worlds together, and like I was kind of cool on it. Mick actively did not like it, but I think getting to the end is kind of worth it. Like the ending is quite. It's quite a good ending. It's worth seeing. It's worth seeing. Although it was great not having to pilot that stupid ship.
Oh, see, I like the ship, but I can understand why. It would
I
infuriate
get it.
some.
Yeah.
Brill.
See, that's a bad hang, that ship. Anyway.
Thank you, Jammy.
Thank you. I hope you feel less weird now, because it's at least me and you.
I think it's all. I think a lot of people
sure.
put things down and don't pick them back up.
Absolutely.
A Okay, this next one is from the Levitating Nun on Discord as well. You can join our Discord. We have a whole channel where you can submit podcast questions.
Yeah.
They said, ranged mailbag question. What are the classic/critically acclaimed games that you can't get on with no matter how much you try? For example, I don't get Undertale. I don't think it's bad. It just doesn't click with me. Then they have a deranged question I'll ask after we answer this one. So, yeah, I mean, I guess, Rachel, you've just answered that, really, I guess, with Outer Wilds, right?
Outer Wilds is one for me. That's one of the ones, though, where I feel like it is for me. I need to fucking lock in and play it. Ones which I've played, but I've bounced off. Enter the Gungeon has a big one. I always see quite a lot of chat about that. Don't Starve. Don't Starve is like one of like very iconic like moment in indie games. Never gone along with it. Don't Starve Together. I know there's a new one as well. I've always bounced off those. Rain World. I fucking love the idea of Rain World. I've watched so many YouTube videos about the story and the lore, but I cannot play that fucking game. And Sea of Stars was a recent one as well. One where I just don't like JRPG type indie games.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd even tried that.
Yeah, I massively was like, no, I'm good, thanks. So yeah, those 4, I would say, came to my brain first. But yeah, what about you both?
I realised that mine could kind of also be an answer to the last question, which I forgot, which is
really,
although I didn't hate it, I was enjoying it well enough. I dropped off about halfway through, and I just haven't been able to like get back into it. And I know everyone loves it, and I know everyone loves it for a reason, but 1,000 Times Resist, I still haven't found my way in with that game yet.
That's,
like,
I know, that's wild to me.
The thing is,
me
right,
too.
I could say like, oh, Hollow Knight or Death's Door, because like those games are outside of my genre, and you would expect me to not like those games as much. But 1,000 Times Resist is so my jam, and I don't know if it's just like the headspace I've always approached it in has just been like not the best way to approach it. But I finally the other day on Blue Sky found someone else who had the same thing. They were like, when I got to the end, I felt very rewarded, but I did struggle to like, it took me a couple of tries to get into it. I'm like, okay, so there's 2 of us, so that's reassuring. Because like the thing is, I get it. I get all of the ingredients. I just can't quite get into the headspace of like the full thing yet.
That's okay though, right?
It's weird.
Like, sometimes
to
these
me.
things happen.
They do, absolutely.
Yes.
But I'm like, it's not shade on the game at all. I think I understand why it's, but then it's like logically, I understand what everyone's saying, but like emotionally, I just haven't clicked with it yet. I think is the best way of describing it.
Fair.
And like, so I hope I do one day, because everyone's having a great time, like for a really good reason, obviously. But yeah, I think that would be my surprising one, because all of my others are deeply unsurprising. I don't like, get on very well with very Souls-like or very very actiony, platformy type things.
Maybe you'll get on well with Prove You're Human, the next game they're doing.
True. Looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I am really excited for that, because that's them and the Slay the Princess people, right? The Black Tabby games.
Yes.
They're publishing it. Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
Good for them. For me, I mean, the big one that will come as no surprise to anyone is Blueprints.
Yes.
I really did give it a try. And like,
you really did.
You really wanted to love that game. Like, I could see the genius of it. I'm just too dumb for it. Speaking of too dumb for it, Fez. I never got on with Fez.
Oh, interesting.
I've tried Fez so many times. Just never really clicked with it. Which maybe is why I like Tunic, but I don't love it. I've also never finished Tunic, actually.
Tunic's a good one.
Hollow Knight, played 15 hours of Hollow Knight, just didn't get on with it. Again, we'll probably go back to that at some point, but I could see why people like it, but it just was too hard for me. Terraria, never got Terraria.
What? Same! That is a good one. Because I fucking love Minecraft, and Henry's really into Terraria, and was like, you should play it, we should play it together. And I just played it for a bit and was like, no.
I don't understand it. Yeah. Also, is that a classic pairing? Terraria boyfriend, Minecraft girlfriend?
That's such a good one. I forgot about that one. Yeah. God damn.
It's huge. Like, people at uni used to love it. And I was like, I don't get it. It just feels like prototype Minecraft, which is massively not nice to say about that game. And my last one here is A Hat in Time. I really wanted to love A Hat in Time.
Never played A Hat in Time.
Found it just
It looks
I
great.
think maybe it's because, it looks like, God, I love 3D platformers. That's one of my favorite genres, but it's floaty. It's a little bit jank. It doesn't have the polish. Like, I'm spoiled because I mainly play Nintendo platformers, right? But
right. So yeah, it should have been up your street. Yeah,
it should have been right up my street, but it just didn't really do it for me. So yeah, those are mine. So the second half of this question is a deranged mailbag question. Levitating Nun says, Tim the Terrible Boy as the main character in Thank Goodness You're Here, or the salesman from Thank Goodness You're Here as the main character in Braid?
What is it? Which one we would play? What is it?
Yeah, I think like which like dark bargain would you make to replace? Which would you prefer? For me, Tim and Thank Goodness You're Here ruins Thank Goodness You're Here. So, but I think maybe the salesman in Braid improves Braid. So,
but Braid's not that great.
Why
like
not,
as a game,
why not both? Is my feeling. Why not both? Why not just really embrace the chaos?
I think I would play Tim. I would play Tim in Thank Goodness You're Here, because at least there's like a world to look at and like characters to look at and jokes. Like no one would like him and talk to him. That could be comedy in itself.
You get to watch him have a bad time. Ooh.
True.
Ooh.
Maybe Big Ron would kill him with a hammer.
Oh, love that. A big pie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think.
Sorry, you go.
No, that was it. I think I would play Tim in Thank Goodness You're Here.
Yeah, I probably if it has to be one or the other and we can't embrace the chaos enough to have both, I would agree, because you get to watch him be tortured by the residents of that town for a couple of hours, and that would be worthwhile, I think.
Yeah,
I have nothing against the salesman. I think he deserved better than he got from that place, to be honest. So I wouldn't wish Braid on him.
I wouldn't wish Braid on anyone.
Playing a game in which everyone fucking hates you would be interesting to play. Like, you're just so off-putting to everyone you meet that, like, I wonder what that says. What a game like that would be like. Like they actively despise you.
I've got two jokey responses to that. One, why would I want to play a game of my actual life? Two, that's how Blueprints felt to me.
Oh wow! I also had a response, but it's such a deep cut. No one's gonna get it.
What game is it?
Deep cut.
I was going to say there's already a game that exists like that. It's called Gabriel Knight 2: The Beast Within, because I watched it. Right, it was one of my old favorites from childhood. It's like obviously the Gabriel Knight series is very important to me when I was a kid, and I loved it a lot. I watched it streamed for Halloween last year on Outside Xbox, and I realised that when you're a kid and you already love a franchise, your existing love of a franchise does so much heavy lifting.
Oh yeah,
right.
Sure.
Not so much for the franchise, because I stand by the game, but the main character does not come off well when you rewatch it as an adult. And I was like,
really?
I was just like riding the high of like, Tim Curry played him in the first and third ones, and he was like so good, and like I didn't really pay much attention to the way he was portrayed in the second one, which was just this, what was it, absolute charisma vacuum, I think they called him, who nobody liked or respected in any way.
That's funny.
That is so good.
Anyway,
oh my god,
it must be. So as a follow-up to this, Sparks V said, I read Tim the Terrible Boy in the Levitating Nun's above question as Tim Sweeney. So my question is, what would be funnier, a fully serious Twitter-pilled Tim Sweeney trying to go through the whimsical world of Thank Goodness You're Here, or the protagonist of Thank Goodness You're Here as the CEO of Epic Games?
I like this. That second one.
Yeah. The salesman wouldn't lay off 1,000 people.
Right?
So I think...
Right, he'd just jump out a window onto a bus.
Yeah, I vote I vote the second one. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Fuck Tim Sweeney.
Every CEO should be replaced with a fictional character we quite like. I think the world would be a better place.
Agreed. Oh, even a cardboard fucking cutout would be as useful.
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca.
Hello.
You're next.
All right, our next question is from Sunny K. Thank you, Sunny K. You just won a competition, Legend of Zelda style, to be in a game, brackets indie. It has to be a significant prize, so you can be anything. Be a main character, do the voice, annoying sidekick, or writing, whatever you want. Which game and what do you do?
This is a good one.
It's a really good one. This is in reference to something I didn't know was a thing, but they did this for Zelda at one point, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Years ago, right.
Right.
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really good question. I want to finish Dream Settler. I want to take on the burden of that game, and I want to become the creator of Dream Settler.
Yeah.
But imagine if they did that. Imagine if they're like, we can't fund this game anymore, but if you win this competition, you can take on this burden.
We're going to have a Ko-Fi account set up to finish for money to donate so we can finish Dream Settler. Oh.
I mean, that's what they tried to do, to be fair.
Oh, God.
My serious answer to this is I'd either love to be a voice in whatever Cole Supper do next.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Or I'd like to be a case. I'd like the three of us to be a case in Golden Idol.
Yes.
Fuck yes. Yes. Yeah. That's a good one.
I like that a lot.
That's the answer. Mine were I just had one. I also wanted to voice a character in Tangle Tower, or just be a character in the next Detective Grimoire game. And like animation, voice, have my own little theme. That would be amazing.
That would be... What character would you be? Would it be you, or would you just be voicing a character?
I think I'd be a really obnoxious true crime podcaster.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
very Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, exactly. And
like
it would just be me with a microphone being very loud and obnoxious and lots of energy.
You would just be Tina Fey from that show.
I love that.
I would love that.
Yes.
It's a great one.
I'm not over the case one. That's so fucking good.
That's really
What would
good.
our case be?
I think it would be one where you like... I feel like it would be an editing. Immediately I thought editing suite or something, or like we're recording. That's like one scene, and then when you change timelines, like times, then you could be in the recording suite, and you need to work out who said it. Because there's that one where you have to order the dialogue into a timeline, and then like work out who said what. Like it was very much like that. Maybe we could do that. I don't know. So I imagine something like that.
That would be really cool.
Yes.
I was thinking like one of us farted at the van and you have to work out who did it. Yours is way better and more sophisticated. Can you imagine us rendered in that style though? Like the movements, like the flapping lips.
I actually think that would be really fun to see myself animated in that style. I would really enjoy it.
Little pip style.
Rachel just did an amazing impression of that, by the way. Everyone didn't see it, but it was like spot on. It was so good.
Next funding drive, we do a video podcast ? Anyway, so you can see Rachel's magnificent physical acting.
God, golden eyes, very grotesque.
Next year we do our only ever video podcast. You can see the how hunched I am as I record.
Oh, I know, and we all just I
yes,
think
about you, babes.
Yeah, mine would be also that I would like to do a voice. It's actually a little bit of a bucket list goal, is if I can do a voice in an indie game one day, I would genuinely love to do that.
Yeah.
I think you'd be really good at it.
Yes.
Sure. It's genuinely something that I would like to do one day. So and and if anyone's listening, I just got this lovely new microphone, so I sound great now.
Yes.
That's how good this is.
Ooh.
Look how all three of us wouldn't even need to go to a recording studio. We could do it from home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
Lurpak.
3 podcaster characters, like Lurpak.
So smooth. Oh yeah,
so smooth and terrible for your arteries.
Oh, but tasty, tasty.
But so good,
so good. Okay, so we'd all want to voice characters.
I think, weirdly, the people who like to chat into microphones a lot would all like to voice characters.
Absolutely,
yeah,
makes sense.
I think I'd be shit at it, but I would like to do it.
No, you'd be really good.
Just like 1 or 2 lines. Oh yeah, because all of the characters I do in this podcast are a thrilling endorsement.
Yes, they are, and they are amazing, and we love them.
Yes.
I can do Geordie, or I can do Geordie, or I can do old man, or I can do Geordie.
Sometimes when we re-listen to stuff, Mick's like, which one's the character that Liam does that's just like Liam, but a bit more?
A bit
Geordie.
All of them.
Exactly.
Oh god.
I know, it's great. People love those characters, man.
Yes,
you would be great.
Me.
You would be great.
Some people love those characters, and my co-hosts are not those people. What's the next question? I'm kidding.
I love
Santa.
You looked genuinely. Do you love all of them? Do you love Father Dringus Godlyman?
Yeah,
you remember that one?
Yes.
Do you love Big John the Baby?
Yes.
Remember Big John the Baby?
Yeah, I remember Big John the Baby, and I loved him.
List, he would be at maybe towards the bottom, but on the love list nonetheless.
Yeah. It's like there's only good and great. There's only good and great.
Big John the Baby, you know. Okay, right. Next question.
Moving on.
From Rob Manuel of the Discord, or the Indieventure Discord. As you look to play fewer games this year, have you changed your philosophy about the games you spend your time on or talk about on the show? For this week, for example, are you more likely to talk about Replaced? Ooh. Or Racoin? Ooh. To stay within the indie zeitgeist, or are you looking for something like People of Note? Ooh. I should stop doing that. People of Note or Chain Staff, which are less well known but have positive reviews. What an interesting question. I haven't heard of Chain Staff, so if that tells you
I haven't heard of Chain Staff either. I'm also looking at.
Let's have a look.
Rob is very, very lucky to have Rob in the Discord. The recommendations they give are peak, and it makes sense because I believe they are a games journalist. But
wow.
Yeah,
thanks,
they sometimes will be
yeah.
like, sometimes after we talk about something, they were like, oh yeah, here's like 6 other things that are similar, or you were looking for something like this, and this is some good stuff. So yeah, was very happy that Rob asked this question. Also, they asked this question before last episode came out, so we did talk about recording on that episode. I mentioned it.
Yeah.
But yeah, great question. Do you have an answer for this?
Yeah, I think for me, it's a really good question. Yes, but my philosophy has massively changed. I was literally looking at like what for my hyperfixation. I was like, oh, I should talk about a game because I'm not really doing. I don't have a TV show or anything to mind, so I'll have a look at what games I've played. Not many, which was really interesting. Normally, I'm just like, oh, this one and this one.
That's unusual.
And I think for me, it's because, I am winding down my journalism gigs. I'm not picking up as much freelance anymore. And so, for instance, I could have seen myself either writing about or reviewing Dosa Divas or Titanium Court. I could have easily seen myself maybe pick up those. And so at this point, already have played them. But I haven't. I'm a bit way through Dosa Divas. I've not even touched Titanium Court, which seems to be doing fucking amazing in terms of what critics are saying about it. So I think I'm just playing less, and I have them on my list. I will get round to them, but I'm just approaching everything a bit slower. And depending on because of that, I only really have so much to talk about when it comes to Indieventure. And like other times where I've been like, oh, I want to talk about all these games, but I'll just touch upon this one and then just never bring up the other ones ever again on the podcast. So not so much the zeitgeist or even less known, just ones that are like I'm playing and have caught my interest, like Creature Kitchen, like we talked about. Literally, you were the same, Liam. We just saw that on the front page and you was like, that looks cool, let's play that. I'm very open. At the moment, I'm eyeing up Steven Sausage's Roll because it was its 10th anniversary. So it's the Dark Souls of puzzle games, and I'm like, I want to give that a go. Maybe it's my time. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I'll go through a couple of levels and be like, no. But I'm literally I have a very much free-form attitude now towards games. It's very less structured and more vibes-based, which is...
I love that, though.
Yeah, but also Titanium, like when Titanium Court came out, I was like, damn, like I would have liked to have been a part of this hype, which I still can be, but because of the pace of indie games, it's almost like if you don't play it at the time, it's gone. You're like, oh, okay, everyone's just moved on. Great, cool, amazing.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it should impact too much, but then the conversation, there's like another game, and then it's like, oh my God. So I don't know. I'm just trying to take it a bit more easy this year, but yeah.
Which is good.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So I think my philosophy has changed. A bit rambly, but essentially.
No, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
How about you guys?
Yeah.
Anything changed?
Obviously a lot changed when I left games media, and I'm on the record of how that changed. This year's been weird because I think we joked that I probably wasn't going to change this year. And I would still play as much as I've been playing. But how many games have I finished this year so far?
Yeah, let's compare.
Oh, yeah.
I finished...
We all got our notebooks. Yeah.
I'm just going to count.
I finished 13 games this year.
Jesus fuck. I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I've only finished 5 because, as we discussed, I'm bad at finishing games, guys. 5.
Well, I think that's reasonable. 5.
I've played 34 according to my notes, but I've only finished 5.
Nice.
And those are the ones I've just finished. I think if there's ones that I've like dipped a toe in, it'd be maybe 7. Like, it's really not a lot. And I remember last year at this point, I mean, I can have a look now, but it would have been like
way more,
10 at least, maybe even more at this point. So it's dramatically changed for me a lot. But yeah, you are crushing it. You've played so much shit. It's unbelievable. I'm like, God damn. I remember when you were telling us about Poker PP, Poker whatever, and I was like,
that'll make sense to listen to in a few weeks' time.
That'll make sense.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, 4 weeks' time, that'll make sense to listen.
Okay.
Look forward to it, guys.
When you suggested Pokopia to us, and then I was
Popo PP.
Poco PP,
Yeah.
And you said, "Oh, I finished it." I was actually like, "Oh my god." You're like done with it. You like finished the main story. Like you are like crushing it. Flippin' heck. That's a lot as well.
Yeah, my average, like, because of course I track this. I track how long it takes me to finish games. I've got like an average for the year and also how long I play games for. My average is way higher this year already compared to last year because like I track like I finished the battle pass in Overwatch season 1, which took me like 40 odd hours. So that kind of stuff like adds to it. So I'm probably spending as much time playing games as I always have, but I think because probably for me it's a mix of burnout, just work has been mad and haven't had time off properly for a while. Obviously got my honeymoon next week, which I can't wait for. But I think it's because I've been playing things that are like a little bit more turn my brain off, like you know, Resident Evil 6 is like a perfect example of that. I could have finished like 10 indies in the time it took me to finish that, but it was like easy and familiar, even though I hadn't played it before. But because of that, because I've been aware, like, well, I've been playing a lot of AAAs this year, I have been trying to find games in the indie space that are ever so slightly away from the mainstream, so that when I am talking about things, I'm not just like talking about the only things that traditional games media are covering. Like, I'm not entirely sure if that's like working, but I feel like that's sort of what I've been doing. So I guess that's like where I'm at now. It's like, oh, well, if I'm playing more AAAs, then I'm trying to play indies that are maybe like a little bit outside of the zeitgeist. But I guess we'll see by the end of the year whether that sticks. Saying that, I've played like 4 indies to near completion over the last 2 weeks. So like, I'm back on the indie bullshit now that like Pokopia is out of my life. But yeah, I don't know. It's I guess probably still business as usual for me, but I guess it's that trying to find stuff that's a little bit outside the mainstream that's changed for me this year.
Yeah.
What about you, Rebecca?
Yeah, I think I'm with Rachel on this in a lot of ways because like I'm kind of committed to being totally interest led at the moment because I just kind of looked at the fact that, you know, it's like games media is still my day job and then I do this with a lot of my free time, and so I was like, I'm just gonna kind of like stop with this is what I should be doing and start like just really being like, if I'm not really vibing with something, I cut it loose because I don't actually have as much time as I like to think I do to play the games that I'm going to talk about on the podcast. Which, to be honest, for the last few weeks has meant that sometimes when I have some free time, I choose not to play a game at all. I'm reading a lot more.
Love that.
I've started catching up on some TV shows, and that's kind of like, I think it's pretty well acknowledged that everyone in games media burns out at some point on games, and I think I'm kind of in one of those times at this point. So I'm playing stuff, but not like, I'm not going to force myself to play anything at the moment, to be honest. But it's an interesting question because I was thinking about this the other day, actually, and I was like, I have always been the sort of person who I do something for years and then I'll think about why I'm doing it and start like really getting into the analysis of like the reasoning behind it. And so I was thinking about this podcast, and I was thinking about, you know, I was like, I just wanted to hang out with you guys. Basically, it was the reason that I got into this because, you know, I wanted to chat with my friends and have a project that we worked on together. But then I was like, well, the thing that I love about Indieventure is specifically talking about things that just don't get talked about. And I think you probably will find that in the way that I talk about AAAs as well when I do them in hyperfixations or on the blog. I tend to sort of really zero in on stuff that there's not a lot of maybe not discourse, because there's always bloody discourse, but like there's not a lot of games media professionally engaging with stuff, which is one of the reasons that I've got really into otome games, right? Loads of people playing them, massively popular, but almost no professional media conversation around them. And I think, that then I bring that over into my Indieventure stuff as well, because I talk a lot about dating sims, about romance games, because again, just like massively, anything that's aimed at women and queer people will have a huge audience and is not taken very seriously in mainstream games media. And it's not just that as well. I mean, like we talk about Paranormasight series as well. Rachel and I talk about that a lot, because that's a weird one, AAA studio, but it's marketed and sold like an indie, and that's really it suppresses the conversation almost. And so I think that's what I really like, is I just like, I mean, I love BioShock, for example, but no one needs the 11 billionth take on freaking BioShock, so I don't really talk about it that much. But, when there's something that, I think it's this mixture of like loving a game and actually having something that I feel is worth adding to the conversation around that game that makes the decision for me. So, yeah, but like I say, at the moment, trying to just take it easy generally as well. Always try and take it easy if you can, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Really eloquently put, though.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
I don't really have anything to riff on there, to be fair. I think it was just a really nice answer.
Yeah, I really liked it.
There's no bit to be seen.
No.
I don't know what to do if there's no bit. That's the only reason I'm here. So, this next one is from Anders, also known as Seeker X, long-time listener. Anders, thank you for your question.
Yeah.
So, 2 questions from Anders. The first one is, Road Warden has always struck me as an extremely Indieventure coded game, but has never come up on the podcast, at least per my memory and the directory of games on the website. Possibly I'm forgetting to mention back on Redacted podcast. If I'm right, is it just a game none of you have played, or did any of you try it and bounce off it? I've never played Road Warden. I don't even really know what it is, but I see a lot of people, especially in the Discord, talk about it. Have either of you played it?
I am in the same position as you. I sort of had a vague knowledge of what it was. And when it was released, I was like, it was when we were all at our most slammed at RPS, I think, which explains the gap. Let me have a quick look at the actual release date. Hold on.
2022.
Yeah. So, it would have been around there.
Yeah, September 2022.
I remember we had a review of it at RPS. I think I hired a freelancer to review it for us. Jay Costello. Yes. Nice. I have played half of Road Warden and really fucking enjoyed it. It's like a text-based RPG where you play as a Road Warden and you're basically visiting different towns, chatting to different people. It's very open. Lots of story branches. You're simultaneously trying to like clear the roads for different quests and help people with their tasks and everything. But also there's like a higher mystery of like the previous Road Warden went missing. So like what the fuck happened to them? I really enjoyed it. Didn't finish it. Maybe one day. But yeah, Anders is correct. Like it's a really fucking good, it's a really good game. But I did not finish it.
Yeah. It just passed us all by a little bit. But I did, from this question, because we look at the questions in advance, I did put this on my Steam wish list, which it was not on the wish list. Now it is. Thanks, Anders.
Yay!
And as of right now, it's on my wish list as well.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I'm closing in on 700 and I already own 500 games. I better live a really long time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my wish list is 416. I didn't realise. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Damn.
So the next question Anders had is, the Vault currently has no games in any of the following genres per my extremely scientific categorizations. First-person shooters, Metroidvania/platformers, racing, sports, any kind of deck builder, strategy/tactics, idle game, and Peggle. Are there any games in those genres that the three of you do love, or are these categorically the kinds of games Indieventure doesn't rate?
What a great question!
Is a really great question.
Yes!
Actually, this has highlighted a few blind spots for me, so I'll just answer this very quickly, but I'm shocked I haven't put an FPS in there, because I love indie first-person shooters.
Oh, yeah.
So I really need to change that. With Metroidvanias, I need to play more indie ones. Outside of Gato Roboto, I don't think I've played many in the indie space, but I've played a lot of Metroid and Castlevania. I like that. I like deck builders as well. And unfortunately, I can't put Peggle in the vault because otherwise Rachel will break into my home with a weapon. But yeah, how do you two feel about this highlighting? Because racing and sports is a really interesting one for me.
I don't think I've ever played a racing or sports game in my life, bar the Supergiant one. So no. FPS, yeah, I'm not an FPS girly at all, unless it's doing something interesting like I'm Your Beast. Is that SPF?
Yeah.
FPS. Love a Metroidvania. I have so many Metroidvanias that I like. Some of my favorite games. Crypt Custodian I really liked. Ultros I really liked. Obviously, it's Hollow Knight, Animal Well. I'm a Metroid. I didn't think I was really into the genre, and then I actually had a look, and I was like, it's quite a few Metroidvanias that I'm pretty good. And then in terms of the other ones, like strategy, I do like a strategy game. I've considered putting Arco in the vault, like not probably for a long time. That's one of my favorite strategy games. It was my favorite games of last year, or maybe the year before. And then I do like I like strategy city builders. Like Frostpunk is one of my favorite games of all time. Love Frostpunk. Deck builders. I do like a deck builder.
In the vault? Sorry, hold on. I was just realizing Frostpunk's not in the vault.
No, I don't think I'll put it in the. I don't know.
Mad,
yeah. Sorry.
No, don't think so.
Could have crossed you there.
It could
Sorry,
be
please.
maybe. No, it's okay. And I like a deck builder, but again, I like it when, so I guess with city builders and deck builders and strategy, they have to be doing something quite interesting for me to really like them. If they're just like, I'm not going to play any game that has like a deck builder in it. Like Inscription was great, Balatro and all that, but I'm not going to play every single, it's not like a life sim genre or like mystery or detective where I'm like, yeah, go on, I'll give it a go because it's in that genre. But no, not racing game and not sports.
Interesting.
How about you, Rebecca?
Yeah, I mean, I think these are, it's not going to come as a shock to anyone that none of these are really genres that I personally specialize in. I would say that like I have played games in most major genres, and there is no genre that I have found nothing I enjoy in. But I think with a lot of these, it's like either what I enjoy is an indie or I don't love it enough to vault it. And also, like, I don't feel, because I've played like, one or two that I've got on with, I'm like, I don't feel like as qualified to talk on what makes something from that genre a vault-worthy pick. That being said, threaten me with a good time and I will put Romancevania in there, even though I'm like, that is for me, that is a classic perfect 7 out of 10. It doesn't need to go in the vault, but if you keep asking, I will do it. Realistically, like deck building and strategy, there's probably stuff that could go in there eventually for me, but I'm still I'm especially with strategy, well, with both of those really, I feel like I'm still kind of finding my way in those genres, having come to them relatively recently. So
yeah,
this is useful though. This is a very good
this is really it's
to-do list for the vault, which
I
appreciate a lot actually. Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever played a racing game. I really fucked with Forza. I liked Forza 4 so much. But
Horizon 4,
racing, yes.
I love that one too.
Racing, I did not.
It's good, that one.
Did not race at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wii Sports counts, right? Wii Sports counts.
Oh, in that case, I'm a fucking sports expert.
Hell yeah.
I watched Naked Jakey did a video this week about Rockstar's table tennis game on the Xbox 360.
Yes, I need to see that. Yes.
It's really good. Classic Jakey, just lads at the top of his game at the moment. But he has a point in that video about like, God, imagine if like Naughty Dog made a basketball game. Like that's basically what it was like when Rockstar made that. And it did make me think like, yeah, I guess like when you think about Supergiant making a basketball game, which is basically what what's it called again? Pyre is.
Oh, Pyre, yeah.
Like I would like to. I think I'd probably have more interest in playing a sports game if it was made by a developer I already really loved. But sports is like, that's not my genre whatsoever. But racing, I like. I've played quite a few indie races that I really really like. So yeah, maybe one day. But also, it wouldn't really be an us list if there wasn't like a few blind spots for us, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure.
I think in the future you will see an FPS. You'll definitely see a Metroidvania,
100%.
or Metroidvania, as my thinky brain, at some point. Strategy is surprising because a lot of games are not just strategy genre. Like there's like a whole bunch of. So that is where I can see one of us putting something in, but not racing 100%. And not sports anytime soon.
Yeah, I would say, tactics style strategy, not so much, but anything that kind of mixes it with like business sim or with like RPG, I'm kind of into those
you'd fuck
intersections with strategy, like definitely. So that's probably where that's going to come from me at some point, I would imagine.
Look, Into the Breach is not going to be in the vault anytime soon.
I was literally about to say that Into the Breach for me feels like a huge gap in our collective knowledge, because I think it's probably one of the most lauded indie games, and all three of us are like, wow, we played like 10 minutes of it and I haven't really touched it.
Henry fucking Into the Breach is Henry's favorite indie.
Yeah, he loves it, doesn't he?
He absolutely loves it to the point where on my account I have 90, 100 hours, and I'm like, it's not me, it was Henry, and I had to make him an account.
So your most played
so
game or something.
Close to 100 hours, it's almost like eye twitchy. Is it like 99.8 hours or something?
Or something. Hold on. Let me see. But no, I don't. I like Into the Breach, and I played the first, I think it was the first campaign, but I didn't get any further than that. Let me see. He's played 99.6 hours. So it's almost 100, but not 100.
Wow. That bothers me so much.
Oh, that's funny. I like that question though.
That was a really cool question.
Very insightful.
Great. Absolutely great.
Shall I go on to the next one?
Yes.
I'm going to be honest, this is my favourite question that we've had. They're all great, but I love this one. I've thought about this all day. So thank you, David, for your question, because this one really amused me. Really amused me.
Yes, David.
David says, congratulations, your favourite indie publisher has just emailed in to say that they love the podcast and want you to appear in an upcoming game. Not as playable characters, you understand, but as low-level monsters in the tutorial area. To get the ball rolling, they need you each to answer the following questions. What kind of environment are you found in? What sound do you make when hit with a sword? And what loot do you drop when you die?
Yes!
Love
this is so fun. Who's first? Who wants to... the low-level monster.
Yeah, go on.
I did write some notes. So nice. I'm found in an office, just a really standard tech office.
Yeah.
When you hit me with a sword, I just shout fuck really loudly, like really authentically. Like I would if you actually did hit me with like a stick. I'm like, fuck! And when I die, the loot I drop is one of two answers. One, it's either the things that are always in my jeans pocket, which is it's a thin wallet filled with numerous bank cards, an iPhone 16 Pro, my house keys, and an empty Galaxy chocolate wrapper. And I guess the alternative joke answer would be 100 sausage rolls.
Oh, yes!
That's a nice one.
That's good. That's a good one.
That's a good one. What about you, Rachel?
I said a swamp because I was like maybe in a fantasy.
Amazing. Okay.
Or near the bread in a supermarket, like near the bread aisle, kind of touching up the loaves of bread, potentially like some creepo. And then when I get hit, I go, ow!
That's good. I like that. Yeah.
And then if I'm different levels, if I'm low level, I drop a bunch of Skittles and sertraline pills, like on the
amazing,
floor.
just scatter.
You can't distinguish between them.
Yeah, but then if I was a bit more high level, it would be a Monster energy drink and a triple apple osmeri.
Love that.
Incredible.
Yep. Very real.
I also thought that maybe I could have multiple caps. And then every time you punch me, a cap falls off.
I love
that. Because at this point, I literally bought another cap as well. So I have 7 different caps. I'm not wearing one right now, but I would be. So I have lots of caps, and then every time I get hit, one of the caps.
Oh, that's like your health bar.
Yes,
so good.
We don't acknowledge the hats enough, I think.
Yeah.
Which is the one that Simon drew on you for the new art?
He drew the Final Girl one, the Church's Final
Girl one,
yes.
the Church's one.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah. Not the video games ruined my life.
The fact that you normally wear that while recording is one of my favourite things. Can I try and guess all the hats that you have? So video games ruined my life. You've got Final Girl. You've got I'm Working Late, the Sabrina Carpenter one.
Yes.
Oh, that's that one there, yeah. But it's in like it's almost like in the Stranger Things font, that one. Which I really like.
Oh, yeah.
What other ones do you have?
I have a green one, which I bought recently. I have a brown one, which is like corduroy. I have...
oh, yes, you do.
I have a corduroy one. I have one that I got from Korea, which is just like a normal baseball hat, like cap, but it's got like a face, like a person's face.
Oh, wow.
It's really fucking weird. And I recently just bought like a denim blue one, because I was like, I'm just getting it.
On you forgetting someone.
The ones...
Oh, you're right.
I'm forgetting someone. Rebecca's absolutely right.
How did you? Where was that? Why did you have that on hand?
I have 8 caps.
Listeners, she got the goofy hat, but she got it when I just had to hint at it and it was already in her hand.
Yeah, she barely had to lean from where she was sat to get the goofy cap.
I thought it was last time I saw it was in that cupboard behind you. I thought you were going to have to get up and go give us proof of life.
Yeah, I thought it was there as well.
She is displayed. He is displayed. So yeah, I have...
Nice.
So just at my desk, I have three caps ready to go.
I love that.
That's incredible.
So yeah,
so good.
I love that.
And how about you, Rebecca?
Yes. I put too much thought into this and almost immediately knew my answers, which I think tells you something.
Yes.
Environment I'm found in, submerged in water. It is is the state I prefer to be in when I am not being pulled to anything else.
Yes.
I love a bath. I love swimming. It's what I like to be doing. So I will elect to be submerged in water as my environment.
Fuck yeah.
When hit with a sword, realistically, I think we all know I apologise profusely. Sorry.
That's
sorry.
such a good answer.
Sorry, that was my fault. That was my fault. Sorry.
That's amazing.
And when I die, the loot I drop is definitely Ace Attorney Capcaroms, but I really want it said. I am not going to shortchange you on this player character. I am not going to cheat you. Unique drops. You get all 24 before there are any repeats. I'm not going to make you.
That's very kind of you.
I'm not going to make you grind for this. You're going to get the whole collection after 24. Presumably Rebecca Slimes have been offed. So,
That's so good.
Well, you wouldn't be a Destiny boss if you dropped unique loot every time you died. So, very good on you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
That was such a good answer.
That's a good answer. Great question.
I know, I love that question. So fun. Thank you, David.
Okay, we have one more. And this is from Shay. Yeah, bestie Shay, who always has a really fucking unhinged question for us.
Hello, Shay.
Always.
And they did
Nice
not
to see
disappoint. You are being stalked for the rest of your life by an indie video game character. Their face is the last thing you will ever see. Who is it and why is this horror being inflicted upon you?
Such a good question.
I think Shay, honestly, because they know we'll always, most of the time, like pick their question. Because if you weren't going to do it, Liam, I was like, where's Shay's question? So I think they know.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's also why I gave it to you to read out. That's why I tagged it as yours.
Right, okay, so who's stalking us? And what horror are they inflicting upon us and why? I have 2 for mine.
Amazing.
Tell us. Amazing. What are they?
My first one is that I'm in the Blueprint's house and I can't find the toilet, so I be pissing everywhere. And then Uncle Herbert's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's chasing me around. And then the last thing I see is he locks me in the bathroom, which has apparently no clues, nothing to do with the rest of the game. And he locks me in there and I stay in there until I die.
Wow.
That room has haunted us for so
incredible.
long.
It's like an eldritch location. I didn't even think to go location with it. That's so smart.
You went full story on that. I mean, the fact that you're pissing everywhere is one hell of a detail.
It always goes there sooner or later. It always goes.
And my other one was, I don't know the story or situation, but that fucking bell pepper from Pizza Tower, the one with the shit-eating grin. That is so fucked up. Exactly. Rebecca, Google Pepperman Pizza Tower.
Okay.
He is fucking horrific. And
Jesus Christ.
I just think he has this energy for those who aren't aware about Pizza Tower. Like, it's like the hand-drawn, kind of like squiggly animation, almost kind of Ed, Ed and Eddie, but much more cursed. And there's this like bell pepper who has a huge mouth and teeth, and he's fucking horrific.
It's like if you, for some God only knows reason, had false teeth in your possession and you had a bell pepper and you decided to carve out of the bell pepper and put the false teeth in.
Yeah. So that and the Pizza Tower music, the countdown music, I think the combination would send me into orbit. I would, not a good time. So those 2.
Those are two great answers.
That was really good.
Oh God. Go on
Mine
then.
is also Pizza Tower.
Oh my goodness.
Pizza Tower, man. It's fucking
But-
nightmare fuel.
It's for like a serious reason. So, I think Peppino or anyone from that game would stalk me. And I guess the last thing I would ever see is like, you know how if you leave that game on the start screen for too long, it jump scares you and closes the game down automatically?
No,
Did you know it did this?
No.
Yeah, if you leave it on like the save select screen, I did it by accident when I was at RPS covering it.
Yeah.
If you leave it by accident, after like 30 seconds, Peppino's face like goes bah! Like really close to the screen, and then it just shuts down the game.
Oh my God.
It's really funny.
It was very funny.
But the reason why I would be stalked by him is because we used to do supporter posts at RPS.
Oh God, yes, we did.
And Ed and I spoke about this on the episode we did last year. Sometimes you'd be asked to do one and you'd be really busy, and it'd be Friday and you'd have 20 minutes before you finished work, and you'd have to piss out the worst bit of writing you've ever written in your entire life. And all the while you'd be thinking to yourself, people pay for this? People pay for me to piss on this website? This is terrible. And the day Pizza Tower came out, I was asked to write a supporter post, and I played Pizza Tower for 20 minutes and then wrote a pretty scathing 500 words about why I thought it was pretty ass. Yeah. I was like, I don't think this has got the juice. And then that was the day the game came out. So it was basically like one of the few things that was written about it on the day it came out before all the hype came out.
Yes.
And I was just wrong. I shouldn't have judged it that fast. I obviously, in hindsight, it's one of my favorite indie games. I love it. But that was part of the problem with that like workload, is that sometimes you write something so fast because you had to write something. I was like, well, I've been playing this a bit today and I don't think it's very good, so I guess I'll write first impressions about it. It probably wasn't 20 minutes. I probably played it for like an hour, 2 hours.
Oh.
But yeah, I think Peppino should stalk me, because that is maybe the thing I regret the most. I think that's the most wrong
Wow.
I've ever been as a critic of video games.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. But I just like, I'm so happy that was paywalled and would have been read by 8 people.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
And I don't think it was ever. I'm going to look right now, actually. I hope that was never unpaywalled, because it will be there somewhere. But yeah.
God
that's
damn.
Who'll stalk me.
That's pretty horrific. That's pretty horrific.
Yep. Oh dear.
How about you, Rebecca?
Oh, well, we all know that there are 2 ways I could have approached this, right? My love of horror or my love of like extremely thirsty games. And so obviously the funnier bit is to go the extremely thirsty route. So that's kind of where I was like thinking around, kind of like playing with some ideas. And then I realized that actually I can go classic me and have my cake and eat it by saying I will definitely, objectively, be stalked to insanity by Noodles from Monster Prom.
Oh my God! I'm Googling them.
The one main character with a totally non-thirsty design. Noodles is just a little.
Oh, it's,
the cute.
Like
it's Rachel.
Yeah.
kind of is Rachel. But yeah, and the reason, I mean, Noodles has like genuinely one of my favorite character arcs in the series, and he was introduced as like a pretty straightforward playable character with a bit of a variant design in the second game, and then in the third game they went, fuck it, he's basically Eric Cartman, but like
God,
but like a bit less scatological and a bit more like politically inclined, like inclined to take over the world, sort of just absolutely unhinged. I think he's one of the vendors in the third game. He's my favorite character.
Yes,
maybe my favorite character in the franchise. He's certainly my favorite character from the third game, and I just love that for him. I love that he went from kind of the joke love interest to the guy who is going to kill everything and everybody just because it's funny. But the reason I am having this horror inflicted upon me is because in the recent Monster Prom merch survey that Beautiful Glitch ran on their Discord lately, I was just my like slogan in Monster Prom is Noodles plushie when. And I think
yes, you've said that
I
a few
put
times,
that
haven't
on
you?
their merch survey
Yes.
everywhere that it was an appropriate answer to the question. And if I get what I ask for by being stalked to death by Noodles, I'm going to get exactly what I deserved and genuinely did ask for. So, so
Love that.
Come on. He's so cute and he's such a
So
megalomaniac.
cute.
And
Would make a great plushie as well. Great shape.
He would make a great plushie.
Yeah.
Great plushie. Come on, beautiful bitch, please. Anyway, so maybe that's what happened. Maybe I finally get my plushie and I love it, and then it falls on my head in the night somehow and is somehow so heavy that it's the last thing I see.
Smothers you to death.
Death by merch.
Death by merch. Hey, it could. Can you see this behind me? It could happen.
Yes,
My
actually.
unsecured merch shelf, because I've not actually finished unpacking yet. It's
I
quite
think
scary.
that's too organised to kill you, actually. I think your merch shelf is so neat.
Oh,
It looks very safe, I would say.
It's very
well,
cozy.
I will say, Mick walked in here the other day and he was for a joke, he jumped on the floor near it and half of the Ace Attorney cap crumbs just tumbled to the ground in a beautiful fall.
Yeah.
So it's not very
cute.
secure. It's not secure at all. Anyway, that's me. Noodles, what you want?
Great answer.
Thank you, Shay.
Thank you, Shay.
Love you,
Thank you,
girl.
Shay. They answered a few other. They asked a few other questions, but I thought that one was.
We'll save
the
them.
most close. Yeah, we will. Okay, well, thank you so much for all of your questions. There's a few that we haven't got to, and if we didn't read out your question, I really want you to know that it's a personal slight against you. And it's because we have decided that your question was an affront to us as podcasters. I'm kidding. I've saved all of the other questions.
Yep.
We'll get to them next time. Thank you
Yes.
so much for them. We really
And-
appreciate how much you engaged with this, as always.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do
also-
one more mailbag this year, I
Oh,
imagine.
100%. And also keep an eye on the blog, because sometimes I corral everyone into answering a question on the blog rather than on the podcast. So
Yes,
That is
true.
true. You did that at
it
Christmas,
happened at the end
didn't
of
you?
last year. I would like to do it more often
It
once
did.
we kind of get the blog spun back up, because we've all been mega busy the past couple of months. But I think
I was
it's a
thinking
nice
that this week, actually.
it's
Yeah.
a nice writing prompt for us all to work on sometimes. So
True.
it's check the blog as well. It's not just to get you onto the blog, although please do look at the blog as well.
Yay. Thanks, everyone, for their questions. Woo.
Thank you so much. Shall we move on to some hyperfixations?
I think so.
Oui. Yes, yes.
Oui.
Oui.
Bonjour, mademoiselles. To hyperfixate. Do you have any hyperfixations? Who's go first? I'm going to France in a week, and that's how good my French is.
Oui.
Love that.
I can go. Mine is a game, Sol Cesto. This is a
Oh.
Yes, this is a tactical dungeon crawler that kind of came into my orbit when I started at Thinky Games, or it was very early on. It was like a Steam page, the art style, incredible. It looks like something out of I don't know, you know the Beatles did that animation, Yellow Submarine. It
Yes.
looks like a Blue Meanie
Does
kind
look
of,
like that.
yeah, very like old, kind of a bit druggy induced.
Yeah.
So yeah, this came across my radar quite a while ago. Wishlisted it. It came out on the 10th of April. It was in early access for a bit, but now it's fully out. And it's so fucking good. So like I said, it's a dungeon crawler with roguelike elements where you play as different characters, but one of them is a knight, and you descend through a dungeon through different levels, and each level is set up like a grid. This grid, the way it works is that you have a threshold of monsters you need to kill. When you've killed that number, you go to the next grid. But here's the catch. Everything is worked out with percentages. So instead of clicking on an individual block and being like, I killed this monster, you must choose a row, and then you will get randomly assigned to that role. Well, depending on your percentages, you'll get assigned or chosen one of those blocks, and you have to deal with that enemy blockade or treasure chest on that row. So it's very much a game of percentages and also chance, where you're choosing which line to pick, and the odds of you getting trying to fight a monster or getting some health up Getting items affects your different percentages. So whether you want to be attracted to strength monsters more than magic monsters, there's special abilities that instead of going horizontal, you can pick which column you want to be randomly assigned. Oh, it's so interesting. I've never seen this kind of like lots of times in like tactic and strategy games, these percentages can be hidden, but here it gives you everything you need to know to make a decision, which I know a lot of puzzle games and strategy sickos really like, is when you're given all the information and you have to decide, but there's still an element of risk and randomness. And this game, that's great, love that. But what really sells this game is the art style and the animation and the world building. This game looks so fucking cool. Everything is hand-drawn. It's got all the monsters and creepy crawlies and bosses are so fucking kind of like a bit, like I said, like drug-induced. They're monsters, but slightly a bit too scary, or like they're cartoony, but they're also kind of like a bit unnerving. It's just everything moves and animates in such a really pleasant way. Like, it's just a really nice game to look at. And I just have really enjoyed it. I think I'm about 4 or 5 hours in. There's a skill tree, very roguelike, when you unlock different things. So I'm about halfway through that. I've still got a bunch of characters to unlock. There are secrets. There are secrets in this game. So, for example, there are items. You think you can only use the items on the battle screens. You can't. You can use items whenever you want. So if you have a hammer and it's a shopkeeper,
nice.
You can pick the hammer, knock the shopkeeper on the head, and for a split second, she'll be confused, and you can nick something for free off her out of her shop, which is kind of rude. But it's just really smart with how like there's just like secrets, and it really asks you to just kind of like experiment, and there's hints to the secrets as well. It's not just like you need to just try anything. It's just, I've had a really good time. I don't think this will be in my top games, but like it's just a great game to kind of put a couple of hours in. This might be a bit derogatory, but it's a great second screen game. So a lot of the times where, especially with dungeon crawls and roguelikes, I can sometimes get a bit repetitive, but I also like a game where I don't have to give it my full attention. So it's very good for that. Then when something happens, obviously I pause whatever I'm watching and then I lock the fuck in. I've just really enjoyed it. And it's getting a lot of love. So I just wanted to give it a shout out on the pod. So Sol Cesto by a bunch of people. I won't name them all, but it's not a studio. It's like a bunch of artists who have come together and collaboratively made this game. So nice. It's great. I'm enjoying it.
Awesome.
I would really recommend anyone listening, unless you're driving, in which case pull over immediately into a lay-by and get your phone out and watch the trailer on Steam, because I think when you watch the trailer, even just you look at that grid for 2 seconds and you're like, oh, I get what you mean now about the percentages and how it randomly moves you between it based on those percentages. This looks mint. This looks so good. You're right about the art style, the animations.
And like it's quite approachable. Like it's not like your usual roguelike dungeon crawler where you're a bit like, oh god, there's numbers everywhere, I need to do all this shit. It's very, I would say, very approachable. I think I beat the first boss on like my second or third try. Like it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's very much like, here's something cool and like artistic and animation happening on the screen. And I've just I think this is going to be a lovely 10-hour game. I feel I'm halfway through, so that's 5 hours. So I think at 10 hours I'll be done. So love that. But yeah, that trailer is the cinematic opening to the game. So it tells you like the story. Because there's not a lot of text in this game, or any text actually, apart from the menu. So yeah. Oh, interesting. So fucking good. Cool. Yes, very happy. And I think, so we've covered it on Thinky. I think we might have had No, I was going to say I thought we might have had the trailer at the Thinky Direct, but I don't think it was this one. It was something similar. But yeah, watch the trailer. Oh my God. You'll know exactly what I mean. Blue meanies. It's blue meanie.
Yeah, it is. It's like that kind of like European 60s, 70s style of animation. That is like a little sinister in a way. That's like, just because I guess we weren't used to it culturally in this country.
Yeah, the animation is very wavy.
Really into this.
Everything is like, there's no like lines which are still. Everything's bouncing and waving and moving, and like, it's cool. It's cool.
I love that.
Nice.
Good pick.
Awesome.
Straight on the wish list.
Who's next?
Nice. Shall I go next? I've got probably quite a quick one. So once again, YouTube. My algorithm is the least cursed YouTube algorithm because everyone else gets horrible stuff pushed at them. And somehow I find really awesome stuff. Like I talked about, God, all the names are going to go now. Blake Jennings and like Tube Cody and Starstrike. And now I have a new YouTube obsession who I found just entirely through random stuff getting recommended to me at the intersection of my interests in video games and cat. I don't know how it figured out that I like stage magic, but what I got recommended was the channel. Oh, Rachel, you're going to love this one. This is for both of you, but definitely a Rachel one.
I'm opening my YouTube.
Yes, hell yes, you're going to love this person. So their real name is Carisa Hendrix, but they also perform as Lucy Darling, and their whole thing is they are a stage magician. You might know this person because they got I think they just crossed 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
I've watched so much of this person's stuff.
Oh yes, fantastic.
Oh really? Oh okay.
So basically, it's like very drag inspired, and even though what they do is stage magic, it's like most of what's on their YouTube channel is to promote their tours, and it's like audience pattern because their audience work is their crowd work is incredible. They just have their persona is based on like a golden age Hollywood like slightly bitchy socialite who's just always like, but also
like transatlantic accent.
Yes,
very, like,
oh my god, fabulous.
Darling.
Exactly. But they do like a sort of agony aunt section in their shows as well. So there'll be people who I actually got, probably the reason that it got pushed into my feed in the first place is because they did one to a woman who was like, how do I tell my family I don't want to have kids? Which is like the sort of thing that's just in my...
That's the first one I saw as well.
That clearly broke containment, didn't it?
Oh wow, okay.
I went down this rabbit hole. I've been following them for a few weeks and just watching them like, and they never miss, even when they miss, they don't miss.
Yeah, agreed.
And
okay.
Yeah, so it's like very, very like obviously drag inspired and just so funny, and like a very good sense of when not to get too mean and when to push it a little bit. And it's very clear that everyone in the audience is like very on board with being involved. And I don't want to start recapping the bits because like there's no way I can do them justice. But most of what's on their channel is like short clips or 10-minute clips of their live shows, and just have a watch because it's just a delight every time. Did you see, you might have seen this one, Liam, if you've already been watching the Boston Marriage one. Absolutely killed me.
So good.
So funny.
Okay.
Just go through the shorts on their channel and just enjoy because
fuck yeah,
they're amazing.
They're so good. And I can't work out if they've just been to the UK or if they're coming to the UK, but I'm like, whenabouts are you in the UK?
Oh, really?
Lucy? Yeah.
Ooh,
like,
we should go.
Man. So yeah, I remember, Rachel, you recommended a year or two ago Juno Birch to me, who is now absolutely part of my YouTube rotation. So in return, I know we've already had the Blake Jennings discussion, but please, in addition, take my recommendation of Lucy Darling. Because
Blake Jennings, you opened my eyes, my world to Blake Jennings.
We are building between us an essential like queer comedy and like gaming sort of like YouTube playlist, and I love it. So
yes.
It does feel like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I am. I'm obsessed. Anyway, they're fabulous and
amazing. Oh my god,
super queer, so good.
Okay.
They are properly good.
Yay! Good recommendation. I've had all the videos to my watch later.
Yes.
Amazing. So I'll take us home. I'm gonna try and keep this under 5 minutes, but I'm gonna very quickly talk about 2 games, if that's okay.
Ooh,
because by the time I'm back from a honeymoon, they just won't be relevant.
Oh, absolutely.
So the first one let's very quickly touch on a third actually, because Masters of Albion came out yesterday, which is the new Peter Molyneux 22 cans black and white Fable Dungeon Keeper game. Yeah. I bought that today and I played an hour, and oh god, it's actually okay, and I'm quite surprised by that, but I'm excited to dig into it more. But it's also a bit like, stinky, but I am genuinely excited it's early access, and I think there's some promise and potential. Hopefully I'll pick up on that later on in the year. But like I said earlier, back into indies in a major way, which has been really fun. So the first game that I finished last night is Mouse PI for Hire. Interesting one, this. It's a boomer shooter that is heavily based on the original Disney Mickey Mouse cartoons like Steamboat Willie, which I actually found very off-putting when I first saw the trailer for this, because one thing that I absolutely despise is when something goes public domain and then people are like, ooh, what if Winnie the Pooh, but it was a horror?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's always such bottom of the barrel, low-hanging fruit.
Incidentally, today the Blood and Honey 3 first look posters dropped, and I still cannot be convinced to get into that shit. No way.
There's 3 of them now.
Yeah, it's a whole.
Is it Winnie the Pooh? Is that Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, and I don't know why. I'm down for a bit of a weird take on Winnie the Pooh, but it just seems so like, it's exactly what Liam's saying. It feels really basic to just go.
There's just no creative thought. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not into it. I'll be honest.
But what's nice about Mouse PI is that it was very clearly began as what if Steamboat Willie, but you could shoot them. But actually what it ends up being is quite a nice use of that art style and characterization in a way that it tells a story of its own. So it's not like, what if you just shot them and they said the word fuck or whatever. Like, it's a detective story where it's like a pastiche of like hard-boiled detectives in the 1920s. The main character, Jack Pepper, is voiced by Troy Baker. Not Troy Baker's best performance, I'm not going to lie. It's like okay, but he sells the character. I really like this. I think people are calling it a boomer shooter. I actually think it reminded me a lot more of BioShock than like Doom. I think it sort of has a certain energy to it. And the animation is stunning. All the art on all the enemies is fantastic. When you shoot them, they spin around, or their heads might explode in a way that's like not gory but funny. You've got a gun that's like, because instead of blood, they say they all have ink, and you get like paint stripper, like in a cannon as one of the guns. And when you shoot them with paint stripper, all their skin like melts off and they go like skeletons, and then like their teeth rattle and they collapse.
Okay.
So all the, it's that like rubber hose animation, all the guns that you have, like when the shotgun, he like just mashes a load of like shells into the side and it's all like bouncing around. And like you're saying with Sol Cesto, like there's not a line of this game that isn't constantly wobbling and moving.
Yeah, cool.
The only thing with this game is, one, it's too long. This is like a 6-hour game that runs for about 14 hours.
Oh, wow.
And by the end of it, I was like, what they were presenting to me wasn't interesting or fun or unique. All the levels, the level design in particular, very good. Really enjoyed that. But there's only like 4 enemy types in the whole game. And by the end of it, it's like, well, I fought these for so long now. I'm just ready for this to be done. It just felt like it overstayed its welcome in a way that few games do. I think this could have been 6 hours and it still would have been, you could have still sold it for 25 quid. It still would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
And very, very quickly, like 2 minutes, Vampire Crawlers came out. It's the Vampire Survivor spin-off. It's a turn-based deck building dungeon crawler that uses all of the same assets and sprites from Vampire Survivors, but translates that Bullet Heaven gameplay into a deck builder. It's fucking great. Predictably,
really? Yeah,
it's absolutely fantastic.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's super, super good. When you're talking about second screen games,
yes,
it's exactly the same.
They've
done such a good job of translating that. And I really love that idea of like, what if like all of the stuff I recognize from Vampire Survivors, but presented in a very slightly different way.
Yeah.
It's not as mindless as Vampire Survivors. You've got to think way more, because they've got a great mechanic where when you use cards based on the mana value, you get combo bonuses for using them in order. So if you've got like 2 cards with 0 mana, 1 with 1 mana, 1 with 2 mana, 1 with 3 mana, you've got to go 0, 1, 2, 3 to get like more bonuses and more damage and multipliers. Fun. Like it. Really enjoying it.
Brill!
Probably going to play
nice.
20 hours of that very easily before I go on my honeymoon. So I already played 5 hours of it over the last like 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Right, I'll put that on my wish list, because I had a question mark about that. I was a bit like, okay.
No, it's good.
Good.
Very, very good.
Love that.
Well,
done.
That takes us
There we go.
to the end of this podcast. I just want to say a big thank you again to everyone who donated. As you can
thank
hear,
you so much.
This is what your money's gone to, so thank you so much for that. We appreciate
Crispy
it so much.
Yes.
So crispy.
So crispy.
Crisp.
We'll be back 2 weeks
Yeah.
with our What Did We Not Play in 2020. I nearly said 2023. 2025.
Oh my God, no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jeez.
Uh-oh. Let's not interrogate that.
Yeah.
Yay. See you there.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you again, everybody.
Bye.
Indieventure is a video games podcast created, produced, hosted, and edited by Rachel Watts, Rebecca Jones, and me, Liam Richardson. For more information, including a list of every game we mentioned in this episode, make sure to check out our website, indieventurepodcast.co.uk. You can get in touch by sending your questions, comments, and feedback to contact@indieventurepodcast.co.uk. You can support the show by rating us 5 stars and leaving a review on Apple Podcasts or your preferred podcast provider of choice. Some of the games we talk about on the show may have been provided to us for free for review consideration. Our intro music and stings were composed for us by Ollie Newbury. Check the episode description to hear more of his excellent tunes. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks for another episode of Indieventure. Bye for now.